Emotional discipline. Emotions will impact your trading decisions and risk-taking behavior. Developing emotional discipline is key to managing risk effectively. Hey there, Tamir from FIBONACCI'S.com. You read the daily market recap. Please hit the like, subscribe, share with friends, and without any further ado, let's see the charts. As we always say, trend lines are the true support resistance for price action, and once again this yellow trend line, we drew this trend line a few weeks back, and once again SPY daily went all the way up, got rejected, pulled back. Now let's see, 417 to the downside is the support that needs to hold. Can bulls of the SPY break up above this yellow trend line towards the 425, then 431? QQQ trend line from resistance to support. Now breaking below this white trend line, 344 to the downside, then we have 336 above. Continuation above 354 will send the cues towards this gap over here at the 360 and 367. Follow price, use levels and trend lines as your guide, as your roadmap for future price action. No other indicators are needed, not even volume. All we have to do is understand the in-depth relationship between price action, aka candlestick analysis, multi-time frame, where price came from, where might it be going next. On the weekly, QQQ for now is a doji, probably will stay like this. We have only Friday left trading. Doji on the weekly, 340 to the downside is our risk. Dow Jones basically moving sideways, 326 to the downside, 331 to the upside, breaking above the 331, 332. We are going to retest this red trend line. This red trend line, very tough resistance for the bulls of the Dow since December of 2022. Let's see where Dow is heading next. IWM, we have this red trend line, helps us to identify that overall since March IWM is in an uptrend. Higher lows, but we are still waiting for higher highs, and this will happen only above 180. If bulls of the IWM will push price above the 180, 2-3 days closing above it, we are going towards the 181, this gap, and then in my opinion 186 to the upside. SOXX holding above the 478 area. Below it we are going to fill this gap at the 460, because more than 80% of all gaps will get filled throughout time. SMH, same thing, different company, different fund. Vanek, SOXX is iShares. Same but different, as we say in Thailand. 147 to the upside together with this yellow trend line. To the downside 142 needs to hold, otherwise 139 and red trend line. Next we have Bitcoin, still in a downtrend since April. Trend lines helps us to identify the lower highs, lower lows, and until proven otherwise, Bitcoin is in a retracement. We had a big bull run since 19600 towards the 31. Now pullback. Where? Follow price, use levels and trend lines as your guide for future price action. And as long as price of Bitcoin is below this white trend line, we are in a downtrend. Ethereum, let's clean the chart. We like our charts to be as clean as possible, and we know, and now we can see white trend line helps us to identify higher lows since November of 2022, but in the short term, since April, same as Bitcoin, we have this red trend line, this channel downtrend. Let's see if Ethereum can break up and above 1940. Above it, we are going towards 2130. Apple 3 points from all-time highs. Apple is at 180, all-time highs 183. Apple trend lines shows us the way. We are in an uptrend. The road is up. And I ask, where are all the bears? Where are all the fools that try to scare us since March that the market is going to crash 25-30% to the downside? Stop following others blindly. Stop listening to others, including myself. Do your own due diligence. Follow price. Use trend lines and Fibonacci if you want to show you where price might be heading next. We are in an uptrend. We are in a bull market until proven otherwise. Nvidia, same thing. Bulls of Nvidia holding above the 380, above this yellow trend line. 418 to the upside. Uptrend continuation above, below this yellow trend line, 350, 332, and maybe closing the gap over here. Remember, more than 80% of all gaps will get filled throughout time. Sooner the better for Nvidia bulls, closing this gap before the next leg up towards 474 and 560 to the upside. Amazon uptrend until proven otherwise. Amazon gained since beginning of this year 50%. And once again I ask, where are all the furus? 123 to the upside. Above it we're going 130 together with this red trend line. 118 is now the support that needs to hold. Then we have to follow next support to the downside. Meta uptrend until proven otherwise. Overbought, oversold, everything follows price. All the indicators, without any exceptions, they're all lagging. The only thing that shows you the way is the trend lines and understanding the true relationship between candlestick analysis, aka price action, multi-time frame, and trend lines. And as long as Meta is inside this channel, Meta is going to fill the gap from February 3rd towards the 315. Google, same thing. Basically moving sideways in the past 2 weeks, but after Google gained in the past 2 months 21%, and since the beginning of this year Google gained 42%. So some kind of a sideways move is healthy. Bulls are resting. 121 needs to hold. 126 is the resistance. Above 126 we are going towards this white trend line together with the 133. Netflix, same thing. Uptrend until proven otherwise. All we have to do is look at the price, look left, where price came from, and where price might be heading next. And Netflix, higher highs, higher lows, is the definition of an uptrend. 383 needs to hold. We have 363 and this gap at the 341 to the downside, but for now, uptrend continuation, 415 to the upside. Then we have 460. Tesla, bulls of Tesla getting away from this gap at the 146. 208, once again resistance. It was a very tough resistance over here during February, resistance over here, and now once again resistance. A weekly close above the 208 we are going to visit 225. 194 is the risk, is the support. Below it, we have this yellow trend line together with the 185. AMD, bulls of AMD, trying with all they have to avoid going below the 116, because they know that once 116 will break to the downside, this gap at the 109 will get filled. In my opinion, nothing wrong with that. Closing this gap and then back to the uptrend, to the next leg up towards 131 and maybe even 150. Microsoft, 321 to the downside is the support, 335 to the upside, resistance in the past few days or so. Above it, we are going towards 343, and then all-time highs, 350, 354. Microsoft now is a 332. Microsoft all-time highs, 350. Where are all the bears? Let me know in the comments below, what do you think about all those furrows, all this news? Ceiling depth, not surprising. The Senate voted to raise the ceiling debt, which means we are going up. Shopify sliding down this yellow trend line, perfect example of why trend lines, not only the support resistance, they're also the roadmap for future price action. And as long as Shopify is sliding down on this yellow trend line, Shopify sliding down towards the gap at the 48. Follow price, use levels and trend lines as your roadmap and as your risk management. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please hit the like, subscribe, share with friends, will be much appreciated. Don't forget to check the links in the description below for more educational resources. Until the next video, stay safe.